Well, mercy has a different set of connotations. I was thinking this may sound bizarre, but the word mercy is related to the French word merci, thanks.
Oh,
And
I always think that when I say mercy in French.
and by association, it's associated with those things which are given thanks over and above what's necessary, like grace, the word grace and
Mm.
thanks in Spanish, gracias. So grace is, in a sense, connected with mercy, and mercy is this slightly more spiritual notion, I suppose, of forbearance and giving something over and above what
Mm.
might actually be necessary in the moment. So in the Frodo view of the world, there's a zero-sum tit-for-tat game. Mercy is rising above that and saying there's something extra here, or I am the bigger person, and so I'm capable of mercy. Pity is not dissimilar, but pity, I think, has more of a quality of sentiment to it, and you probably index it ever so slightly closer to contempt. Because if you say you pity somebody,
Mm.
it can be said positively, but it's often used quite negatively to
Mm.
pity somebody as if belittling them or
Mm.
looking down on them. So it's as if there's a bit of an overlap between pity and mercy in the middle, but actually they diverge as well, I think,
Mm.
particularly insofar as pity becomes something that can be a little bit mocking of the other
Yeah.
person. Mercy, again, slightly more associated with religious virtues and values, really. And of course, famously, God is somebody who's capable of showing mercy to
Yeah.
people and not acting revenge or demanding a kind of punishment of them.
As if I knew that someone pitied me, it wouldn't feel good.
No, but on the other hand, if you're condemned to death and the emperor takes pity on you and spares you from that death, we're then again in that overlap between pity and mercy.
Yeah. Does it depend on who it's coming from?
Well, I think in the case of mercy, the implication is that the person giving mercy has the greater width or expanse of soul and character in order to be able to dispense that mercy. With pity, again, it's slightly more ambivalent because it can tend towards that, but it can also tend towards a kind of pusillanimous soul on the part of the person who's displaying pity. Because if you belittle someone, it comes out of a small place in the first
Mm.
place. So the person who pities is often themselves a little bit pitiable because their soul is a little bit
Yeah.
smaller, as it
Yeah.
were.